I'm Group Captain Sriram. I'm the Officer Commanding of the Air Force Test Pilot School here. This Test Pilot School is the only one of its kind in the entire nation, and it also features amongst the handful of those schools in the entire world of its kind, and it's recognized by the Society of Experimental Test Pilots and the Society of Flight Test Engineers, both located in California, USA. This is the place where aspiring test pilots and flight test engineers take their first baby steps into the field of flight testing. They are selected through a rigorous selection process, and the selected pilots and engineers are made to undergo a rigorous curriculum of almost a year, wherein they are working for almost 16 to 18 hours a day. And for those who may not be aware, the legendary astronaut Rakesh Sharma, the only Indian in space till date, is also a test pilot and is an alumni of this very school. Test flying calls for exploring the unknown, especially flight testing in the field of aviation. There are many unknowns, and if you exceed or go into them without being prepared, the results could be catastrophic.
Well, I'm Air Vice Marshal Sandeep Singh. I'm Commandant of Aircraft and Systems Testing Establishment, or what we call generally ASTE. We have an Air Force Test Pilot School. It's one of the most, I would say, the toughest course. A 1-year long course, a lot of flying, but even more of ground analysis. AST is one of the premier and unique institutions of the Indian Air Force, or I should say of the nation itself. You will appreciate that any machine, especially complex machine, like a flying machine, needs to be thoroughly tested before it can be put to operational use. And that is where flight testing comes into play.
The concept of flight testing is predict, test, validate. Okay, so you're predicting what's going to happen, which requires a sound theoretical background. So if you realize that if there is a flight test sortie lasting for about 30 minutes, there is almost 10 to 15 hours of theory first and another 10 to 15 hours of preparation.
We have test pilots and test engineers who test any new aircraft which is made, especially military aircraft in India, or any weapon which has to be integrated. Though it's a very exciting job, you are going into the unknown many a times. But apart from flying, there is a lot of hard work on ground. The skills required of a test crew, test pilot or test engineer, apart from good flying skills, he has to have very good observational skills, thereafter data gathering skills, and finally data reporting or data presentation skills.
I'm Wing Commander FL Roy. I'm posted to the Test Pilot School as a instructor for fixed wing. Primarily what happens is when a student or when a pilot gets selected or an engineer gets selected to undergo this course, what we have checked him for is, we have checked him for his adaptability and also his aptitude. Till now as pilots, we have just been driving it or we have just been flying it. We never knew how an aircraft actually flies. So as a test pilot, we actually start knowing how an aircraft actually flies, what are the various variables which go into it, and you are the main link between a designer and the product which finally comes into this coordinate.
Because you're saying now that during this course, we turn pilots into half engineer and we turn the engineers into pilots.
Most of us become test pilots because Only being test pilots, you are authorized to fly all aircrafts. Like presently, I am actually qualified about 11 aircrafts, and I am almost current on 8 different types.
My name is Lieutenant Commander Neerav Bhatt, and I'm from Navy. So after doing my initial tenure in Navy, I joined, applied for aviation, and the initial tenure in aviation, applied for test pilot course, after which I'm here. So whether it is indigenous aircraft, make in India, or a foreign buy, so test crew is supposed to go and check whether it is fit to buy, to induct, or if it's an inducted aircraft, whether it's fit to advance any further advancement possible or not. So integration of new systems for the test crew is allowed. Whatever you test, whatever you do, is a different thing every day, and the system will come in finally for your nation, which you will be proud of. That because of you, the system has come in. So I think it's a great honor to be part of testing fraternity.